Can a person be too loyal? What's up guys, it's me Lori. So one of my favorite YouTubers, Shannon Boodram, made a video recently about some of the things that have gone on in her personal life and with her career, including a friendship with someone that she was working with as her agent who she eventually parted on bad terms with. It's definitely worth a watch, so I'll link that down below. The experience, along with some other things, were bad enough to make her question her own loyalty to people and whether that holds her back, which is I think a question that a lot of us ask ourselves. So here's the thing, I consider myself a fiercely loyal person. I'm the kind of person where if I'm loyal to someone and you look at them the wrong way, I will come for you. I'm also a person who prizes loyalty above things like comfort and personal advancement. But at the same time, as I've gotten older, I've also started to adjust a little bit what I think about loyalty, and I don't see it as a black and white thing anymore. And there's just a few realizations about it that I wanted to share with you guys today. The first thing I've learned about loyalty is that I cannot be loyal to everyone. It isn't because I wouldn't like to, but I've come to the realization that you can only be truly loyal to so many people before it becomes a conflict of interest. For example, you might have a bunch of friends that you feel that you are your most loyal self with, and everything will be great most of the time, but there will eventually come a point where maybe two of them know each other and they get into a fight. Or you might have to be there for one of them, and in doing so you won't be able to be there for another one. It could even be something as simple as introducing one friend as a customer to another friend as a vendor, in which case there's just an inherent conflict of interest. And in any of those situations, your loyalty has to lie somewhere and it can't be everywhere. And that realization has basically evolved my loyalty, so to speak. At 16, I might have said I was loyal to everyone that I hung out with regularly. And if you were part of my group and we were, always together, then that meant if anybody stepped up to you, then I would automatically be the first person to jump in. But I realize now that I'm older that a lot of people are just people that you hang out with. And even if they are cool people, they're not necessarily people that you should be giving your utmost loyalty to, much less risking your life for. And actually what I realized is that the fewer people that I'm ride or die for means the more time that I have and the more energy that I have to commit to those people. Another thing I've realized is that being loyal also means that you have to be willing and be able to act selflessly, and not everybody can do that. Some people, and I like to put myself in this category, see loyalty as a virtue and are glad to do things that benefit other people that may not necessarily benefit them. But many people don't. A lot of people weren't raised to think of others first, and some people might have tried at one point but been burned by so many people that they've just given up. And some people are just such a mess themselves that they can't get their shit together long enough to think about anybody else. Whatever the reason though, the fact of the matter is there are a lot of people out there who will be perfectly nice to you, but when it comes down to it, they're going to pick themselves first. And it is really fucking hard to be loyal to people like that. The thing is, I don't think that makes all of these people bad people, which is something that I've come around on as I've gotten older. I even think that I've learned something from them, which is the fact that it is not wrong to be loyal to myself. This is definitely not to say that I walk around like fuck everybody, you know what I'm saying? I still have my short list of people that I'm very loyal to, and I generally just still try to be a good person. But the thing about making that list of people that you want to support unconditionally is that at some point you have to add yourself to that list. Loyal people can by nature be self-sacrificial people, because when you really consider loyalty to be a virtuous trait and something you really want to show to a person and something that's part of loving a person, you automatically will do things that serve their interests, even if those interests supersede your own. While that's great, if you go overboard, you can unintentionally lose yourself in the process. Another thing I realized is that a person is not loyal to you if they think you owe them something for their loyalty. That's not being loyal, that's seeking a mutually beneficial arrangement. Sometimes that mutual benefit comes in the form of compensation, sometimes what people want is acknowledgement, and sometimes all people want is gratitude. And it may not seem like a lot, but the truth is, if you genuinely want the best for someone, then you want the best for them regardless of what you get out of it. And that is why I think it's total bullshit when somebody comes and claims that they want the best for you or that they've done a lot for you, but they're not happy when good things happen to you and they're not willing to support you no matter what. To use Shannon's example, which by the way, Shannon, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry for talking about you even though I only know you through your videos. But her agent slash friend was not happy when she decided that she needed to move on and find new representation. And I think this is a situation that a lot of us have found ourselves in one way or another. It may not have been intentional on her friend slash agent's part, but I think that reaction was actually pretty selfish, because when you want the best for someone, it's not about you, it's about them. To give you guys another example, I'm a musician, or I was a musician for many years, and it's very common in music instruction where you will learn from a teacher or a mentor and you'll get to to a level where you just surpass their abilities or just move beyond their ability to help you progress. All good teachers who care about their students are happy when this happens. They're happy that their students have reached a point where they need to move on to the next teacher, and they support them in trying to find that next person who can help them. Even if you resist and you don't want to move on, a good teacher will force you to do it, and they'll force you out the door because that's what's best for you. And that is real loyalty. So basically, I guess what I want to say is that I've learned that not everyone is going to have my back just because I have theirs. Time will always tell you who a person really is. And when the time comes for you to see where you stand with that person, just take it into consideration and adjust your expectations and your loyalty to them accordingly. When you realize that a person you've been loyal to is being disloyal to you, it is okay to stop wasting your energy and your time and sacrificing yourself for them. And you definitely should not feel guilty about cutting them loose. And I wouldn't have any regrets either, even about the time that you have spent with a person who maybe didn't turn out to be the most loyal. Because for every friend that you've wasted your time on and who's turned out to be something that you didn't think they were, you have taken a chance on a friend who turned out to be a great person and who is one of your greatest allies. I truly believe that what holds us back is not our own misguided loyalty, but rather the disloyal people who disrespect our loyalty. Speaking for myself, I think I've had a lot of amazing opportunities, whether it's in my career, in love, or just in general in life, because I've shown other people that I'm a loyal person, and I've met people along the way who really value that. So I would love to hear what you guys think, like whether being loyal has held you back or if it's added to your life, what your experiences were. Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.